Again, there are quite a few things that I want to do. Right, we have a few options. It's just that for some reason I can't choose. So either we are going to draw my character sheet again, but we just chill for tonight, and I'll just look up a bunch of references to use, or we are going to make an actual mood board, because unfortunately again the last time I made another fan art for a black butler character, but let's just say I felt it, right? So I felt it because it's just the usual. I'm not satisfied with the result, and I wanted to give a bit of background, right? Even if it's just slight, blurry, not as defined, not undefined or as clear, But I wanted to do some sort of background, but in doing so, in wanting to make a background, I have to look up references, and with how much basically everything being played with Gen AI, I don't know, it's like a pain in the ass to actually look up in real life, like real images, because I do not want to draw backgrounds based on AI, like the room measurement, the dimensions are all over the place, the furniture do not match. It just looked like a really bad film set. How about that? It's like a person who only got to glance at a picture of a Victorian era rooms once, and then they had to recreate it very quickly, and that's what they came up with. This is what the AI images remind me of. Like someone who has no understanding of anything human at all. Which is the point. Yeah, like even with the inclusion of dash, sorry, not minus but dash AI, Google still insists on showing me AI images. I'll try go to DuckDuckGo and see if it's the same. AI images show no concept, hide it. Yep, it still shows there because people love being dishonest. They love scamming the fuck out of people. So they're not going to be honest with the AI labeling. And in return, doesn't matter how great the quote-unquote feature that Google or even DuckDuckGo advertise, it's not going to be any way, shape or form good or perfect. It's just unfortunate, very unfortunate. So yeah, so now I have to go to one of those like web blogs, old school web blogs that have existed since like maybe early 2000s or in the 2010s to actually look through references and see how many of those are still alive today, if sites even exist. So yeah, that's for the fan art. Sorry, this this is like the start of the stream. Why also one I don't know if I should. So I'm thinking that maybe another thing I could do, not make thumbnail sketches or if not continuing my character sheet or doing thumbnail sketches, then I might go to Blender and do some other stuff because there are some few stream items that I want to update. The avatar is gonna actually do I was about to name my file as like chibi style, chibi style searching, like as in like soul searching. But let's just do this instead. Chibi style sketches. So instead, I want just do a bunch of sketches to kind of, trying to find my actual chibi style, because it has been changing a lot since like a few years ago. Even when I was trying to do like a little PNG of myself for my older time-lapse thumbnails, they were drastically different. Already hear this a few times already that I am not like ironically, I have just told one of my friends, sorry, that I didn't hallucinate this person, by the way, this time, the actual friend, but I told like this artist friend, oh, I've learned from this actual like very pro experienced artist that you could like thumbnail sketches. It's more, but the actual pro artist was like using paint. He was immediately painting sketch it, the just So hopefully I've been speaking this whole time and not just been this with colors and outline. Started like the way to draw other details than the parts of the hair, like the back side of the hair. Trying to not like go into another complaint, but I'm complaining about myself this time. But I do have to mention I also have this itch for some reason. Every evening. And by every little detail, I don't mean drawing as half-assed as possible. I mean, yeah, I should just rephrase my sentence. I mean, I like to draw with as much details as possible, not as little details. Yeah. So, for people, like me who likes to zoom in so much and likes to add so many details that even drawing like something as simple as a chibi style character like cause my brain to implode. I don't know how that is such a challenge, but here we are. Like, it's just that I'm like baffled by it. So the thing again with like my artist friend, like, even though I already told him if you want, because he still does like actual like what so this like thumbnail sized practices are very material saving. Even the pro artist was like more of a painter. Like the man does a lot. I should say he uses markers, like good old watercolors, except acrylics. Apparently he hates acrylics. And then like olive oils. Like the man does a lot, and he was a comic artist. This pro artist that I'm talking about is Scott Saba. He goes by Scott Saba on Twitter. That's his handle. That is method. If you're like a traditional artist, that method is actually time and resource saving. So I told him that, but my MS didn't bother doing that for myself. Maybe I thought that it's digital, it's fine. It has less to do with medium at this point. It doesn't matter what medium you're drawing. Still save time regardless, Maybe stop zooming this much. Maybe stop that. I think this would be like the closest to my actual style. That was. For fuck's sake. Forgot that this is not Frida. So yeah, so far, right, my still very limited testing of Frida. At this point, it's warming up. It's no longer, but maybe yeah, the shortcuts, the settings, but focus lens are not as like typical. Like not what you expect when you but the customization is so flexible. You can tweak it however you like, as long as the features are fully programmed or programmed at all in this. So if you do that, the QOL becomes very nice. Like the quality of life options, the features just become so nice, so pleasant. Like just now, even deleting, trying to erase something, and set the eraser, like the shortcut for eraser, to kind of go back and forth from brush to eraser, and then if I press E again, it will go back to brush again. Clip Studio Paint, I don't think can do that. I think it's just there's the word. There's this one word that keeps popping up in my mind, but I can't say. I don't think it's a real word. Get this word out of my mouth. Hold on a second. Let's see if it's an actual word. I mean, I guess it exists in dictionary. Really? Wiki's version of dictionary is Wiktionary. Yeah, so I guess in that side the word exists. Customizability. That's the word that I thought like actually exists. I'm trying to say it, but I'm like, wait a minute, that's not an actual word. Oh yeah, like the I guess I should proper with the terms. So it's the flexibility of the customization for Krita. When you have the patience, it actually is pretty good. And again, this is developed by a bunch of people. That I believe it started as like something that they did on their spare time, like just open source software don't have a team of people, don't have like dedicated employees. It's not developed by big companies. And when I talk about Krita, I usually try to refrain myself from immediately trying to blame them for something. You shouldn't be doing the blame. I just know it's very easy to blame software for being open source. Like when yourself believe back in the day, just because like every open source software that I tried tend to have this like quote unquote quirkiness to it, like what is it called, the UI being very difficult to understand. The icons are also not one that I would recognize even after staring at them for a few seconds, maybe minutes sometimes. So I had this assumption that replacement softwares aren't actual programmers, aren't experienced programmers. The half of them are at least complete beginners. So patience and judgmental. I get it. Yeah, I'm gonna be patient and not complain. More of mimicking anime style, which was originally my go-to solution for drawing chibi. gonna be found dead if I actually try to knock myself out, because I'll probably give myself a concoction. Concussion. Sorry. Yes, concoction. So yeah, again, even without knocking myself in the head, I already saw like a concussion. Where was I again? Yeah, I might not wake up permanently if I try to do that. Just like fatigue just randomly disappeared. It could be temporary, It could be temporary. Like after an hour or two, it's gonna come back again. It feels like I'm filled with energy. Just from like yapping how long did it take? Like at least 30 minutes now? Obviously I still feel sick. Maybe I should try talking my ass off if I can't sleep again. Like I just, instead of like painstakingly writing or typing my thoughts out, I just turn on the recorder on my phone and just start yapping. Maybe that would help lessen the fatigue, which is weird. Can't help but making the body not too small compared to the head. Well, people could do like huge head with tiny body for their chibi style. I think it's just down to like my brain actively trying to find it. At the end of the day, like doesn't matter what style I ended up with, or I'll end up with. I'm talking about I'm in the future already. I don't know what I'll end up choosing, but I know. Just need my brain to stop each and every time I try to looks unfinished or I truly envy people who cook something messy. Literally sketchy. Not like something's off sketchy, but literally like still have like messy pencil strokes. Yeah, so like sketch like quality or like unblended colors. And people other artists that could do that, and just consider it done, consider their artwork done, and actually put their pen down or pencil down or brush down and never touch it again. I truly envy those people, truly. So I just have this itch, like, no, I'm gonna have to pick it back up. I have to modify it. I have to change something. I have to do this. I have to do that. God, I said I wanted to do like style sketches, but I feel like my first one is already my last one. I already know the answer. I don't know why I'm asking myself that. Stop explaining myself. It's only gonna get worse. I'm sitting more like hunching my back. I'm the one who has like using it and stop feeding their own photos and videos to the app, they wouldn't have had more data to train on. Then they wouldn't have gotten better. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. It's just true. People are still using it every day. Don't mind your face uniqueness when it comes. Yes, if you do still use it, at least make sure that it's your grown adult face. Don't upload any terms that I use aren't exactly incorrect, but it just sounds weird to utter them out loud. Let alone saying them, straight into the mic. Anyway, I'm gonna try another one. The one that I said should have not sure. Maybe when I was a lot younger, sure, yeah, child looks like a child. But my face looked very old. I have been, old man for 20 years and far from was a weird time. It was a weird time. It's one thing to have like little children to hold you, but I have mostly dudes, mostly girls. The worst sounding one, calling me round hand and then just sticks for arms. What if those that style also? But I'm not gonna have you. Duck's web. The different styles that I'm gonna be draw. I'll draw myself wearing short panty. That's how limited my wardrobe is. I just realized like halfway through my sentence. I don't have that much. it's the other way around now. Previously, when I first tried the software, it's like, oh my god, CSP use this. Oh my god, that's the shortcut in Clip Studio. Now it's the other way around. So I can't go back here anymore for anything that requires speed because it's Krita now. It's nearly like built. It's nearly converted into pure muscle memory. Press the shortcut. Squinted eyes. The channel, the YouTuber sauce or sauceaholic. So sauceaholic. Yeah, he's like, I believe, Vietnamese in terms of like ethnicity, so he's Asian. Yeah, we are like of the same eye build, same eye type. More than happy to making fun of his own eyes. I guess this I think the third one is like the one I hate the most for trying to use my personal style for the eyes at least. Like it would make sense to use anime style. Are supposed to be very round, very big. If not round, at least oval, right? But my style is too small. Like the point is, realism or semi-realism or semi-realism. So having like my style of eyes on this big of a head is just here, even this one doesn't seem like they're big enough, so I guess I have to change my mind. Previously I'm trying to make it smaller, but no, bigger. Also Oops. Just make sure. Just I guess I have to pretend that I'm drawing like a horizontal parenthesis. Hold on. Either like with or without it. That's in the This look less horrifying. At this point, it's no longer. It's actually just very filmy style. It's just moving, but not you get it. Every time I try to explain something, you make it worse, so you get it. The third one just doesn't look like my usual style at all. I mean, there are a lot. Just that on top of my head, my rattling near empty noggin, struggling. What else? Use as an example, use as an inspiration. And I don't want to go like full cartoon. Or at least like there's one that I usually image like the style is basically like my style 2 and 3 anyway. I mean again littered with AI. Fucking hair fusing into the skin. Monstrosity. Get this shit out of here. Also, someone actually made a very useful kind of like a guide tutorial. Who is this? Who's the one that made it? Marco Schuler. I don't know if I'm butchering it. Marco Schuler. I'm gonna butcher the French as well. Claire and Chivi, sir. PC. I don't know how they pronounce Chivi and PC in French. I'm sorry. I know like maybe the create thing is like Claire. Claire on GP service. Fuck's sake. I'm losing my mind. Okay, never mind. Back to the tutorial itself. So they have 4 versions, like the different heights and like the proportion ratio. So the one that I'm making is kind of like the usual chubby chibi. That's what the name is called. They call it this Marco Schuler person. If it's a person, I'm sorry if you're not, because I'm trying to go to the website, right? But it's breaking, so I can't visit. But the other 3 is like the smallest one being the chibi. So it's basically the 3rd one. Like so. Is a type. The smallest one being chibi. The second one, the one I usually do, is chubby chibi, and the 3rd one is kind of average chibi. And then the final one, the biggest one, but still not encroaching lolly or shora territory, called just semi chibi. So I guess like I'm still not small enough. Try to look at the body is still not so small enough. Jesus, I'm just gonna keep resizing until like there's a lot of cuts on the body. But there's like another style for the faces that I want to try. My audience. Saw the text. Some of them, it's like turn your photos into AI, and I just said that don't feed your pictures into this AI model. duck lips for the fall. Only makes sense to considering my tiny eye. Should not be one. That looks like I'm perpetually pissed or like bored or something. In real life, my legitimately angry all the time. At the end, I need to add the eyeliner. My hair is apparently just want to be perpetually wavy. It's fucking weird. But I have to keep it. Trying to kind of do it like this. Marco Chulev. That's all I can say, because again I cannot access the website. I think the effect that I mentioned has already kicked in. Like for a moment, it felt like my fatigue was let in, but then it came crashing down. And now I'm having a hard time trying to even articulate a single sentence. But. Start again. which is ironic because I put background music in my streams, but I don't listen to them. But I guess it's for technical reasons. I don't know how exactly to turn down the monitor audio. I don't think you can turn it down. I think it is permanently stuck on. So yeah, if I do listen to the background music that I said, it will be way too loud. Even the neck is longer. Supposed to be lovely or show that kind of thing, like not children. So it's still, I guess the point is that it's still over the top, like over exaggerated. Soul codes. sorry, for a second I was like, I don't know how fun this would be. But said that the only way that I still I can do so much, that the only way that people still know what I'm on is because of my tits. That's what my mother said about me. Sorry, yawn. Because I just don't act like I don't act feminine at all. But then again, I do not like to console this or that. I genuinely, unironically, have been told by a classmate that you know, if you smile a little more, people will like you. And I never asked to be liked. So I continued to not smile. And then I believe, the same thing in high school as well. But it's mainly because of the pictures that I take. Usually I'm not smiling because you obviously can see it's kind of like a fake camera smile. It's not a genuine smile. And again, another peer comment that I should smile a bit more. Both are male, by the way. Both are not type of videos that I like. But of course, both have all the audacity to be telling. Yeah, I guess those are two effects. And my bag, I would have to pick like my very first step. Like the chibi version would be nice for like just fucking around kind of stuff. Like perfect for memeing because of how goofy it looks. What happens? It feels weird. Like, I guess the style doesn't fit me. Like, doesn't fit my characteristics because it's a bit too contrasty. A bit too kind of like 180. Opposite. Too much of an opposite of how I actually look. And it's funny that my friend said that But yeah, even when we were doing that, I just feel the need to put my hands on. No, no, like this. Like no, my face aren't round enough. I just can't help it. Nose makes the style a bit better. I guess other than the first style, I guess I don't like. Making a big deal. Alright, something important that I want to post. I guess it will make sense if I go with the fourth one, the lower left one. This is an extra. So my audio has been very loud this whole time. Wow, the audio has been shit this whole time. Oops. So yeah, again, scuffed stream. What else do you expect? But I didn't think that the audio would be so low. I wonder if it's because no, it can't be because of the gain's fault. I have a feeling it could be. Could be. Um. Oh, I guess I have to stop my stream then.